Hello Sagittarius, welcome. It's Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. I hope you're all doing well wherever you are. This is your reading for the 15th through to the 21st of November 2021 or thereabouts. Really whenever you watch this video. But it's a general reading, Sagittarius, so take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't behind or for somebody else. I have pre-shuffled the cards. But just to say that it's the full moon on the 19th, and it's a partial lunar eclipse also, so quite significant energies around. And for many it'll be completion of a cycle of some form, to a greater or lesser degree, something completing. Ready for new beginnings, new opportunities, going forward in perhaps in a new direction. But it's also a time of reflection and remembrance and thinking about what can be left behind now, what's no longer necessary or you needed. Ready for, going in, making new plans and taking and embracing new opportunities, really. But I'll leave it there. I won't say any more. There's plenty online if you wanted to look up how the energies at this time, the planetary energies, are affecting or influencing your star sign. All right, enough said. I'll just do a final shuffle now of the Moonology Oracle cards, just to get your reading started. Okay, so we have the North Node, and this is saying step out of your comfort zone. All right, so step out of your comfort zone now, Sagittarius. So let's do a final shuffle of the Tarot of Dreams. So we have the heart of your reading, the root of the matter, past influences, what's on your mind at the moment, the future going forward, and then something else your guides would like to say to you. And at the bottom of the deck we have the devil energy, and this is a toxic energy. This is something that can make us feel trapped, can lure us in. Sometimes it refers to somebody who has obsessions, for example, or addictions, with a large ego, self-serving energy. So let's see where this is going, and who this may be referring to within your reading, Sagittarius. It could be for some of you there is somebody around who has that sort of an energy, and that's what the reading wants to make you mindful of. But let's see. So a final shuffle of the Lightseers Tarot. And at the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Cups. Yes, and so this is suggesting a new opportunity or something new for your heart center. It could be to do with love and relationships, but it just could be to do with something that's meaningful for your heart center. However, there's a need for you to look after your heart. So although this is a new opportunity around, you are still having to look after your heart. Your heart may be feeling a little bit bruised at this time, Sagittarius. Excuse me, I'm just going to have a drink of water. Let's have a look at the heart of your reading. We have the Four of Coins and the Knight of Swords. And the Four of Coins, this is about a need to look after what you have. Keep something close to your chest. There are different layers to this card, but I just feel, having seen what's already come out, and I see the gloved hand here coming over to take the coins, I just feel there's a need to protect what you have here and look after what you have, from somebody who may want to take it. And yes, there's some form of communication on the way, and I feel whatever this communication is that's coming in is going to cause you to have to close the box on those coins, I feel. Okay, I think this is a bit of a specific reading for somebody. It won't be for everybody. Right, the root of this, we have the Three of Cups and the Moon energy. The Three of Cups in its purest sense is about celebration, community coming together with family and friends. However, for me also, and I feel this is relevant here, this is about a third party interference. And when I say third party interference, it can be somebody that comes in between a relationship. But it can also be addictions and obsessions that come in between a relationship that somebody has. And that's where this devil toxic energy can come in. So that's the root of this. But the clarifier is the moon. And this is, something's not clear, or hasn't been clear. Perhaps you weren't aware, Sagittarius, of the extent of what this third party interference was. It was a bit vague, a bit hazy. You couldn't really see it very clearly. So that's at the root of this. So past energies, we have the Knight of Coins and the Two of Wands. And the Knight of Coins is the slowest knight in the minor arcana. So in the past, something was being delivered, something was coming in slowly to do with money, I feel. Money or an opportunity to do with money or work or career. But something in that vein, very earth, very practical. And it could be to do with security also. But this came in very slowly, or it probably may still be on the way, being delivered. But somebody had chosen a pathway to go down. This is making a decision, choosing a path, choosing a journey, making a decision of which way to go. And it's connected with whatever it is that was being delivered in the past. What's on your mind? Excuse me. What's on your mind at the moment, Sagittarius? Well, we have the Ten of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. So what you're thinking about is this great burden that you've been carrying that's been weighing very heavy on you, and the need to drop this responsibility, this burden now. But something's still up in the air. Something is still unclear, and that's what you're thinking about. And that perhaps is what may be preventing you at the moment to release this burden, because something's not clear. And of course we've seen that at the root. We saw that with the moon energy, didn't we? Excuse me, I've got another drink. It's this cold thing that I've had that's still lingering. Okay, so right, going forward, okay, we've got the Five of Coins and the Five of Wands. We've got two fives here if you're into numerology. But the Five of Coins going forward, this is when you're feeling, somebody's feeling isolated, left out in the cold, alone, a sense of lack. You know, it's that sort of an energy, very low energy, quite a negative energy. Because with the Five of Wands, this is because there's some conflict, and it could be inner conflict here. I mean, it doesn't have to be, it can be external conflict with others. But I do often feel with the depiction here, it's like an inner conflict. You know, you're trying to make sense of a situation and trying to scramble out of where you're feeling stuck and conflicted to do with this situation. And it's understandable when you have a toxic energy around and your heart's already feeling quite bruised. And that's contributing to, you know, feeling a bit out in the cold, if you like, out on a limb. So what would your guides like to say to you now, Sagittarius? Well, we've got the Six of Swords and the King of Swords. So we've got two swords energies with very much to do with the mind, thinking things through, making decisions. So the Six of Swords, this is what your guides want to say to you, is about moving on. You know, leaving the storm clouds behind, leaving the choppy waters behind. And getting in your boat and moving on now, leaving this difficult situation. And with the King of Swords, you know, thinking things through logically, not emotionally, not allowing your emotions to cloud your judgment. So when you're planning, when you're, you know, deciding on the next stages, the next steps for going forward, it's using your logic, using your sense of logic, clarity of thought, but not allowing the emotions or your heart centre to get in the way, which it can easily do with all of us, can't it? And because remember, your heart is feeling quite bruised as a result of this energy that's been around you. So that's the guidance for you, Sagittarius, as you're moving on. You know, give it some deep thought about how you're going to do this. Things are still a little bit vague around you at this time, but there is a need to protect what you have, definitely. Particularly with something coming in, probably to do with money, inheritance, a gift, whatever it is on its way being delivered. And although you've made your plans and decided on your path and your way forward, there may be something here, this toxic energy that could hold you back, and you've got inner conflict to do with this situation, and of course feeling vulnerable. I feel if you know, feeling dejected, feeling on your own in this situation, and a sense of lack. So this is why the Moonology is saying, you know, step out of your comfort zone now. You know, step out of your comfort zone. Do approach this situation perhaps slightly different to what you normally would do. Okay. Right, could we have 2 more messages, please, to finish this reading for Sagittarius? 2 more messages, please, for Sagittarius. Alright, so we have ascending the mountain, keep going forward, and begin now, take your first step. It doesn't surprise me that these cards have come out for you, Sagittarius, because ascending the mountain, you know, the going at times, it's a bit tough to do with this situation. You know, it's going to feel like an uphill journey, and there's too many twists and turns. But what, you know, the energies want to say to you is keep going forward. You're going to get there. Keep going. Keep focused on where you're heading. Keep going forward. And begin now. Take your first step. And this may be taking your first step for moving on. You know, allowing somebody else to move on, or moving on yourself. In as cordial a way as you possibly can. But this is saying begin now. Take your first step. on your personal journey. And that may mean a parting of the ways. And not necessarily, not for everybody, but I just do feel for some of you that, you know, particularly as you're having to protect what you have from somebody who has already, I feel, bruised your heart quite a bit. Okay. All right, well, that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. I know it's not been an easy reading. It's been quite a difficult reading, but that's what's come out for you. So I hope the reading has helped and has been supportive. But if it has, if you could like, share and subscribe if you haven't done already. But good luck going forward, and I do hope you can join me again in the future. Bye bye for now.